So what is going on, everybody? My name is Mehul and welcome to your 9th tutorial for Angular, in which I'm going to cover what local variable assignment is in Angular ngIf and how you can use them, right? So last time we took a look at how to use if-else sort of um, environment in Angular ngIf. Let's just see how we can make use of a local variable, or actually what does that even mean, right? So if we do something like div ngIf, I don't know, let's just say counter modulus 2 is equal to 0, that pretty much means that your number, which is counter, is divisible by 2. Then I want to show this thing. So yep, what we can do is right here, write counter is equal to 0, and what we can do inside toggle div is say this dot counter plus plus, right? And now what we can do is pretty much say let random variable, right? Something like that. And if I make use of this random variable right here and see, you can see we get yep true, and we get nothing because this condition is false. And again, yep true. So what's happening here is essentially we are getting the result of this condition into this thing, right? So what happens if I remove this double equal to 0 and save it? Now you can see that if I toggle, I get 1 instead of true. So what just happened here? Well, what we did actually is that with this let random variable, we are passing the result of our condition, which might not be always Boolean, but you know, in JavaScript, 1 is evaluated as true. And if you're ever confused what things would be evaluated to what, you can just go ahead and console and write double exclamation and something like want to check an array, so it evaluates to true, an object, it also evaluates to true, 1 is true, 0 is false, and you can do that all day, right? So 1 is apparently true, so we get to see this. And again, if I toggle it, you can see that it is gone because our condition is now false. And yeah, pretty much there's no point in getting a random variable to it. Now you can actually do that with some objects as well if you want. So you can say my favorite languages is an object, and you can say something like front end is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Well, apparently that's the only choice. And backend we can say Node.js, PHP, Python, Ruby, anything, right? So yep, and what we can do is you can go ahead and say ngIf my favorite lang dot frontend, which is obviously an array, and as we have seen, it evaluates to true. There's a spelling issue here. Now I can say this is front-end languages. Now obviously you can just go ahead and use something like this, but again, it does not guarantee that this is not null or this is undefined. So ngIf is a nice way to check if you're working with a well-defined variable, or maybe it's not falsy, right? So what we can do right now is just say random variable dot or front-end languages dot join with a comma, right? Simple as that. So you can see that we get yep HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and we can just toggle it, but again we have some problems. The toggle function doesn't exist, so we can just get rid of this right now, right? So you can see that this is our local variable for this thing only. Again, this will not work outside your div, You can see that we are getting errors. So this is local to your if condition only, and that is how pretty much you make use of local variable assignment in Angular 2 and 4. Again, whatever you want to call this, just Angular or Angular 2, 4 together. So yeah, that's all for this one. And if you liked it, then don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching. I'll see you then in the next one.